Guys, it's happening. We're bringing back out the passport. Basically, what's happening is I'm going to South Africa. I don't know exactly when, I don't know exactly for how long, but the reason that I'm going is Jacob is over there for work at the moment, and I've asked my work if when he finishes his work, if I can go over and have a holiday with him, because he's already there and he's going to be having a holiday. And I don't want to miss out. So my work just said it was all fine. Basically go off, have fun, and that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I don't know exactly when, I don't know exactly for how long. I can't book flights yet because I don't know when I'm going, but it'll be very soon. Like it's within the month, because he's only over there for a month for work. So I just thought I could document this and bring you guys along planning my trip to South Africa, because I've been to Africa once. We went to Morocco and it was so much fun. We absolutely loved Morocco. I have no idea what we're going to do, what we're going to see. I think Kruger National Park is like one of the top things to see in South Africa, so that's going to be something we're going to do. We've been tossing up Victoria Falls and also I think Cape Town, but again, nothing's planned. It's going to be up to me to plan it all in the next few weeks and book my flights and book everything, book accommodation, book our tours and whatnot. So that's all going to happen over the next few weeks. I've got to pack, I've got to get some vaccines and stuff. All of that is going to happen real soon. Enjoy seeing me a little bit frantic, but just know I'm so excited to go to South Africa. So, hey everyone. I am out and about at the moment. I've actually just finished up a physio appointment for my knee, but I'm about to go to another appointment and go get my vaccines, because there's obviously different diseases in South Africa compared to here, and I don't want to get sick. So I've just booked like a vaccination appointment at the GP, so I'm hoping she will be able to tell me exactly like what I need, but I'm pretty sure I already know because Jacob got these vaccines like a week or two ago. They are, I'm pretty sure, the typhoid vaccine and the Hep A vaccine, and then I also need to get some malaria tablets, because it's not like a vaccine for malaria, it's just tablets that you take like before you go into areas that you potentially can get malaria, which will be like the national parks, and then you keep taking it like for 2 weeks after you come home, I think. I'm not sure, we'll let the GP tell me. But yeah, I am gonna go do that because obviously I don't want to get sick while we're there. And I'm leaving in like, I think 2.5 weeks, but it could be less. So I really kind of need to be on top of this, because I think I'm supposed to get it like a month before you go, which obviously I haven't. But anyways, let's go get on top of this. Do I have anything else to add? I don't think so. Let's go get vaccinated. Okay, just got my shots. Got one in each arm. Typhoid in this one, Hep A in this one. And then I also got doxycycline as for the malaria tablets. Hopefully these vaccines start working enough in the next 2.5 weeks so that I'm immune when I go. It's happening. I've literally just woken up, and I got a text from Jacob a couple of minutes ago actually saying he's booking his flights right now, and he's just confirmed it with the booking agency that's booking it for him, and then he's just sent through his final tickets. Yeah, and he's leaving Tuesday 25th of November. So getting out my laptop. This is this laptop I use all throughout uni, so that's why it's got all these space stickers and stuff on it, and even a Greece sticker. Jacob and I met in Greece, but we're doing it, we're booking the flights. This is actually happening. My leave for work got approved, so this is the final step. I'm booking through Qantas because I want to be on the same flight as Jacob. He's going to be on business class. However, I'm not, because I'm not paying for that. Qantas is good. Love Qantas. I'm like looking at the flight options. I don't know if I should do 6 a.m. out of Melbourne to give myself more time in Sydney Airport. Probably. I'm going to be stressing. Oh my god. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so this is it. We're booking Melbourne to Johannesburg and then Cape Town to Melbourne. Yes. It's costing me $2,500, but that's okay. Oh my god, okay, we're doing it. I'm just paying to save the $20 booking fee. It's done. Oh my god. We're going to South Africa next week. Oh holy shit. Okay. I'm so excited. Let's go get ready. Okay, it's literally Friday right now, and in less than a week, I'm going to be on my way to South Africa. Like, what even is my life? I booked the flights yesterday, and I currently have nothing planned. And I leave Friday at 6 a.m. Okay, so I'm actually at the airport right now, in a different terminal than where I'm going to be in less than a week, because I'm flying to Brisbane for the weekend to see my family. But the flight that I'm currently on is like 2 hours delayed. I've got 2 hours now, because I'm here at the right time to do some planning, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Hopefully, because it's just been such a busy week with work, and also didn't know if I was booking the flights. I didn't know what our plan was, but now at least I know when I'm leaving, flying into and flying out of South Africa, so I can plan. So I've got my laptop, and we're going to sit here for the next 2 hours until my flight takes off and plan the entire trip. Not quite, but like, we will do as much as we can, because yeah, really we need to get cracking. We need to book accommodation, we need to book activities, we just need to book flights, like internal flights, all of the above. None of that has been looked at. I've watched like a fair few vlogs to kind of give inspiration, but for what we're doing, it doesn't really seem that there's a lot of like itinerary vlogs that will suit us. So I've been trying to look up Reddit posts, and we'll figure it out ourselves. But the way we're actually going to do that is look at lots of other like trips, like tour, like... Sorry, I got cut off before. What I was saying was I'm looking at like tours, like on Get Your Guide and things like that, places where you can book tours, and seeing what their 4-day itineraries for Cape Town, for Kruger and like Victoria Falls are, and then I'm going to adjust that to suit us for exactly many days we're going to be in each place. And I think that's just the best way to do it for us. But yeah, so I'm going to sit here and do this now. It's a bit more comfy having the laptop in like a table position, and try and do some. I'm currently reading whether or not we should be doing self-driving for our Kruger safari, or if we should just do a booked one. By the sounds of it, self-driving actually might be pretty good, but just given our limited planning time, maybe it's just easier to book some tours, book a hotel and fly in and out of Kruger itself, because flying in and out of Kruger actually will be cheaper for us, because, long story short, it's easier if we do Victoria Falls, Kruger, and Cape Town, because the flight from Victoria Falls to Cape Town, like if we did Kruger, then Victoria Falls, then Cape Town, would be a lot more expensive. So that this way kind of works out best, but then we wouldn't have a car. So I'm going to spend a bit of time researching that now, and then we'll figure it out from there. Guys, it's Wednesday, and I leave at 6 a.m. on Friday morning. But since I last spoke with you, we've made a bit of progress. It's been a bit busy though, so not gonna lie, we're less than 48 hours away from leaving, and the trip is not fully planned. We know what we're doing now, we just haven't like booked it. So hopefully all of that is going to get done tonight. Basically it's been busy. I actually had a job interview this morning, because I'm looking at swapping jobs. Obviously I won't put that in here if I don't end up getting the job, but there you go. Basically, yeah, it's just been super busy, and then trying to plan with Jacob while he's in South Africa is actually really, really hard. Yeah, basically it's up to me to plan it all, and I get scared at the thought of planning things, in case I don't book the right thing or something like that. And anyways, it's been going pretty good. I'll give you a quick run through of what our plan looks like at the moment, and the things that we still have to book, just because that might be interesting. I'm planning it using the same kind of method that I did for our big massive Europe trip. I use a Google Sheets, list everything out, where we are in the morning, where we are in the night, what our accommodation is, what our activities are for the day, flights, that sort of thing, all in the one space, so I can kind of see what's booked, what the plan is, and what's yet to book. I'll see if I share my screen. My computer doesn't really like it. It's pretty old. I need to get a new one. And I'll just kind of run you through where we're at, what I've got left to do. Yeah. Okay. My screen recording is not working, so I'm just going to put a picture on the screen of what I can see. And hopefully you can follow along. I'll try and circle things as I talk. But basically, our plan at the moment is to be there for 12, however many days that is, just under 2 weeks. I don't have an awful amount of time because I don't have that much leave because I took a year off last year, so I haven't earned that much leave, and Christmas is coming up as well where I have to take 2 weeks off. So not the biggest holiday we've ever done, but I think we're doing what we can with it. So basically what it is I will be flying into Johannesburg on the afternoon on Friday, and then catching the train to Pretoria because that's where Jacob is working. He can't pick me up from work because he's obviously working still on that day. So I'm going to try and catch the train. I've looked into transfers and I've looked into the train, and at this stage I'm thinking that the train will be better. Because I won't have to deal with the traffic and the scariness of driving around. I think organised transfers would be generally pretty safe, but I've done some research and I've read that the train itself from the airport is also pretty safe. So I'm hoping that's the case because I think that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. But that is my current plan of attack for the first day. I'm going to catch the train to Pretoria where Jacob is, and then he's going to pick me straight up from the train station. I think the train station at the end is where potential dodginess could happen, but if Jacob is there to pick me up right at the very end, I'm thinking it should be okay. I'll update you if that changes and I decide to go with another plan. He's going to ask someone at work today, check that they think that's okay. And if not, I'll just book a transfer. I think a transfer costs about $110, whereas the train will cost about $25. And I'm not just doing the train because it's cheaper. I'm doing it because I think it's the better option. And just so the fact that it's cheaper is just an added bonus. But if it comes to my safety and they don't think that the train will be safe, I'll just book a transfer. But from what I've read, with all traffic and whatnot on a Friday afternoon, it will probably be quicker to catch the train anyway. So that's that. And then basically our plan for the 2 weeks goes 3 nights in Victoria Falls, 3 nights in Kruger, and 4 nights in Cape Town. So these flights here, I've already booked all of them, which is lovely. It did end up costing more than this because obviously we had bags. And then this is our approximate plan. So first day we are flying out to Victoria Falls, and I think we're going to do a sunset cruise. Then the next day we're going to do a waterfall hike and maybe Devil's Pool, the Lookout Cafe, and then, generally stay around Victoria Falls. And on the second full day there, we're going to do a safari. Not sure exactly where yet. I've got here written a walking safari, but we're not sure exactly if this is the order we're going to do it and whatnot. I haven't picked the safari. That's something I'm supposed to be doing right now. So I'll do that after this. And then on the next day, we're flying out to Kruger. So I think our flight is at like 10 a.m. and then we land at 12:15. We're either going to be doing a transfer to where we're staying, which we've already booked in Marloth Park. I've decided to go there. I'll do a full review of our trip at the end to let you know what I thought on it, what I thought about where we stayed and all of that. But I've read a bunch of blogs, watched a bunch of YouTube videos, read a bunch of reviews of a bunch of places, and this area seems pretty cool. So we're staying in Marloth Park in a really nice little lodge where we can do safaris from and all of that, so that'll be fun. But we are thinking of potentially hiring a car to get there because it is a fair bit cheaper than doing transfers both ways. Cool. And yeah, while we're there, we're basically going to be doing safaris. I think we're going to end up doing safaris both days. I've also written some other options for things we're going to do. We're maybe going to do a tour to the panorama route, like God's Window, I think it's called, and things like that. But our main focus, I think, is going to be on the safaris, so we might just end up doing that for both days. Don't know yet. Anyways, so that's 3 nights there, and then we're going to Cape Town. Cape Town, I don't really have anything planned yet. I'm thinking about doing a park run in Cape Town, so that'll be fun. But other than that, I know Table Mountain and Cape Point Peninsula are the two main things in Cape Town or around Cape Town, so we're going to do that. But other than that, not much is really planned. I just need to book accommodation, and I think we'll sort that out as it gets closer. So yeah, that's that. This is my to-do list. I actually don't have that much on it. Ticked off already my flights, all of the internal flights, and then extending the Pretoria accommodation for Jacob and booking Kruger accommodation. That's all done. Next, what I need to do this afternoon is book the Victoria Falls accommodation and Cape Town accommodation, and then we need to do transfers or car hire. So I'm just adding that in. Book the Kruger safaris, and that's kind of it. We're like mostly there, like we've got the schedule in place, and now that the flights are all locked in, like all the internal flights, we know where we're going to be, so the plan can't change too much. It's just what we actually end up booking while we're there. It's going to end up being quite expensive. All of the activities, all of the extra safaris and day trips and things like that are so expensive. Like, we're looking at doing Devil's Pool in Victoria Falls, and it's like over $300 each, and that's not including park fees, not including tips, not including anything like that. It's just the like 3 hours of booking 2 or 3 hour tour. So I'm not sure exactly how much this whole trip is going to end up costing us. Probably a lot. So at least Jacob's flights over there were free. But yeah, I should probably get cracking on booking the rest of this. And then tomorrow is the last day before I go. So I'm going to pack. I'm going to maybe do that tonight. Might end up doing that tomorrow. But pack, and then I'll kind of be off. So I'll check in with you guys again tomorrow. Hopefully I'm fully ready by then, because oh my god, it's literally so close and there's still so much left to do. Yeah, we're not very go with the flow people, but we know that if you want things to happen, you can make them happen. We're very much those sorts of travelers. We're not too stressed about having everything booked super early and things like that, because we know after a year traveling Europe, you can pretty much do anything you want on the fly and things will work out. So if you're stressing watching me not have everything booked 36 hours before I fly out, don't be stressed. I'm not stressed. Maybe a little bit, but I know it's going to be fine. So we just need to decide. So we've kind of already picked our Victoria Falls accommodation, so that's all good. Just need to book the activities now, which will get done. We'll figure it out. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow before I head out. Oh my god, this is probably one of the ugliest I've ever looked on the internet. Guys, it's 12:41. Is that focusing? It's 12:41 a.m. and my flight leaves in 5 hours and 20 minutes. So I need to be at the airport in like 4 hours. Just under 4 hours. Oh my god. And this is my suitcase. Yeah, look, we're not looking too good. But if you kind of look behind me, I've got everything out that I plan on packing. That kind of looks like a big mess. It's organised, I promise. And I'm going to put it all in my bag now. And then we're going to be done. Packing at least. I'm going to pack, put everything away. I'll show you everything I've got. I think I mentioned I want to have a fair amount of space in my suitcase because Jacob bought a chest kit, like a really cool chest kit a few weeks ago, and he doesn't have room to pack it, so I've got to have the room, but that's fine. Really, I'm only there for like 9-11 days or something like that, so like I don't need that many clothes. It kind of looks like I've got a lot behind me, but we'll see how much room it actually takes up. I think the shoes will take up most of the room. I've got a few things of Jacob's that he's asked me to bring, but other than that, like really, I don't think it's that much. So I'll talk you through it as I pack it all away. But then that's kind of it. Like, yeah, we're almost ready to go. I honestly am kind of thinking of maybe trying to not go to sleep tonight. I'll like pack my bag, shower, and then just try and keep myself occupied for a bit, because then hopefully, because right now in Johannesburg in South Africa, it is currently 3:42 p.m. So hopefully if I can keep myself awake for another until my plane takes off and then start falling asleep, I'll be kind of missing the jet lag. Hopefully, I'll be on the right time zone. So we'll see if that works. Otherwise, I'm just going to land in South Africa very, very, very tired because I won't have slept at all. So We'll see. But I don't really have a choice at this point because, yeah, I've got to leave. I've got to be ready to go in like 2.5, 3 hours. So not really much time for sleep. And I had a coffee before, so yeah, sleep's not really on the cards. In other news, I got that job. I got offered that job that I was talking about. They wanted me to start in 4 weeks, so they wanted me to give like my notice today, but they didn't send a contract through, so I couldn't do that. So yeah. Anyways, that's just also made life way more stressful. Let's pack. Let's pack. Okie dokie. You guys are way too far away, so I can't actually see what's on the screen. Hopefully this is okay. Let's pack. Let's start with shirts. So these are all the shirts I'm bringing. As you can tell, we've definitely got a colour palette going on here for South Africa. How many shirts have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's 11. And I think I'm there for 11 days. But one of them's my pyjama shirt, so hopefully that's alright. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I can rewear a shirt one day if I have to. If I'm only gonna pack half the suitcase, which side do I start with? Let's start with this one so I can zip it up once it's done. So that's that. This is my pyjama shirt. It's my Mayday Parade shirt. I love it so much. And the rest of the tops can go here. And then for bottoms, I've also got a big pile of bottoms. I don't think, honestly, I'll need all of these. What have we got? We've got 2 long skirts, 1 more casual, 1 a little bit nicer if we want to dress up, you know what I'm saying? 4 short skirts. I probably don't need this many. Look, okay, I don't think I want to bring this one. I think it's cute, but I don't really have a top that will go with it very nicely. So we're going to leave that one behind. 3 skirts, 1 pair of shorts, my white denim shorts, and then a pair of, I got these cargo pants from like Cotton On. I think they're very South African safari vibes. It might be too hot to wear them. They'll probably be good for like, we're doing a night safari on one of the nights, so it'll be good for that. Okay, so that is all my tops and all my bottoms. I've got a few other things. This is my activewear. I've got a pair of leggings, a pair of shorts, 2 top, 3 tops. I'm gonna leave one behind. I don't need this top too. 2 tops and a sports bra in case I'm planning on doing park run when I'm in Cape Town, and then maybe if we do like a hike. I don't think we're gonna end up doing the hike. I asked Jacob about it today. He wasn't super keen, but just in case, got stuff for that. And I've got 2 dresses, 1 long, 1 short. That's kind of most of my clothes. And then I've got 2 jackets. This one is like a linen overshirt. That's probably going to go over most of my clothes and stuff on like hot days. And then also a rain jacket because it is technically the start of wet season. So, and that's all my clothes. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. What else have we got? We've got here, these are Jacob's things. So I've got a pair of shorts for Jacob. He asked me to just bring 1 extra pair for him and also his rain jacket. And I'll zip this up. Look, I've got half a suitcase free. But I've still got, I guess I've still got a bit of stuff to put in. Okay, so these are my shoes that I'm packing. Got my books, but I'll wear these on the plane. Then, yeah, we're literally almost done. Okay, so a few extra things, bed socks, and then a few little accessories. I bought this from Kmart. Is that not just screaming African safari? Yeah, I just thought that was really cute. That's the only hat I'm bringing, and then a belt. God, I actually don't know if the chessboard's gonna fit. Fuck. I mean, I don't have that much many more things. Okay, swimwear. Actually, that can go in this side. Dry shampoo, an umbrella, some of my contact lens stuff, and my toiletries bag. Oh my god, I don't know if the chessboard will actually fit now. I guess if I take these shoes out and I wear them and put them away, it'll be fine. Oh, I'm bringing a power board. What else? This is all carry on. Outfit for tomorrow. Carry on. These are just a few little extra things. I got this mosquito refillable band thing. My malaria pills. Okay, my bag looks pretty full. I'm not gonna lie. It's fuller than I thought it was gonna be. All this stuff is kind of essential. I think that's it. I think I'm packed. Then the stuff for my carry-on is just, these will be my clothes that I actually wear tomorrow. These will be spare clothes that I'll put in my carry-on. I'll do it now for when I get there in case it's hot and I want a fresh pair of clothes to change into. This is a jumper for plane. And then also in here, we've got the camera battery, the big camera. Should I bring a bigger carry-on bag? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna swap out this bag. But other than that, that's everything. And then in here I've just got things like my headphones, some tissues, my Kindle, my wallet, my passport, and that's it. I need to weigh the bag, make sure that it's, I don't know, under like 15 kilos, because I assume the chest kit will be heavy. But that's pretty much done. Ready to go. Damn, 16 kilos. That genuinely might be too heavy. How heavy do we think the chest kit is? Because I need to be under 20 for one of the flights. What the heck, why is that so heavy? Okay, I'm gonna try to deal with this. And then maybe take a few things out or something, and then repack my carry-on in a bigger backpack, and that's kind of it. We'll be done. So talk to you soon. I think actually I'm starting to get a bit tired now, so that's fun. Okay, team, again, another one of the worst lightings ever. I'm packed, I'm ready to go. I didn't take too much out of my bag because I figured two things. When I wear the big shoes, the Tims, that'll take up a lot less weight, and B, if I need to get rid of something, I can get rid of my saline solution for my contacts. But yeah, it's 2:01. My flight literally takes off in 4 hours, so I need to be at the airport in like 2.5 hours. I need to leave here in like 2 hours. But I'm gonna take a shower, and then I think I'm just gonna spend the next however long clearing off all my SD cards. So I have lots of room for my cameras and my videos and things like that. I'm going to get changed into my airport clothes that I'm going to be in for the next 24 hours. And then I'll quickly run you through kind of where we're at with the trip, what the plan is, and then I'll finish off this vlog. Oh my god, this is so sorry. This is definitely the worst of it. I've been up for a long time, and I'm going to be up for a long time longer. What's the time? It is 3:24 right now. I'm still up. I've got to leave for the airport in like an hour, so I think I'm actually getting quite tired now, but I think if I fall asleep I'll miss it, so I'll just hopefully be able to sleep on the first flight and the second flight, and we'll go from there. I've just booked, oh that's a terrible colour, I've just booked the final activity I had to book for Victoria Falls, which is our first like stop. We've got one more thing to book for Kruger, but we haven't like decided on it yet, so we're just gonna leave it for now. And I'm just trying to book our accommodation for Cape Town, so we're nearly there. We've nearly got everything booked, but I thought I could give you a little rundown of absolutely everything that we're doing. I arrive on Friday the 14th and we fly back home on Tuesday the 25th, so that's technically 11 days. I think 10 full days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 10 full days, because the first day I get in like the night-ish, and then last day we kind of leave in the morning-ish. So yeah, this is our full 10 full day South Africa itinerary. So first we're flying into Johannesburg, then staying in Pretoria for the first night. That's purely just because that's where Jacob is staying for work, but obviously if you're doing this plan, probably stay in Johannesburg, not Pretoria, because it's closer. But anyways, then Friday we get there, have a look around, and then go to sleep. And the next morning we're waking up and we're catching a flight to Victoria Falls. So going back to Johannesburg and flying to Victoria Falls, we'll get a transfer to our hotel, organised by our hotel. Then we're going for a sunset cruise and dinner, which I think will be really fun along, you know, Victoria Falls, like the actual river, so that'll be cool. And that's kind of the first day. The second day, we're gonna do a Chobe day trip from Victoria Falls, and so that takes us out to Botswana. So we're hitting off another country, doing a safari. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think it's like a 2-part safari, like one part in a vehicle and part on a boat. So that'll be really cool, and that's going to take up pretty much the whole day. Then on the next day, so this by now it would be the Monday, we're going to start the day with a Devil's Pool tour. So we're going to go to Devil's Pool, hang off the end of that waterfall, all that fun stuff. And then we're going to do our own self-guided walk around the Victoria Falls. I don't think we need a guide to do that, so that's what we're going to do. And then that night we're going to do the bomber dinner and drum show. So I found it in my research. It looks really cool, so we're going to do that. And then the next day in the morning we fly from Victoria Falls straight to Kruger National Park, which is where we're going to do a majority of our African safaris. So we land at 12:20 p.m. We're picking up a rental car and then we're driving to Marloth Park. And then that first night we're going to do a sunset safari. And the next morning we're going to wake up and we're doing a morning safari with our lodge. And then we're going to do an afternoon safari with our lodge as well. So chill around our hotel for a bit in the middle. And then we're going to do a dinner through our hotel as well. So very easy, straightforward, organised day for us. And then our third day, we're going to do, this is the one activity we haven't decided on yet. We're going to do, I think we're going to do like a morning walk safari or something like that. It does leave at 3:45 a.m. though, so we're not 100% set on it. We're going to see if there's any other activities that we could maybe do throughout the day instead. But at the moment, that's looking like a potential candidate for what we're going to do with our day. And then that night we're going to do like a night safari. I think it leaves at like 7 or 8 p.m. So to be like fully in the dark. That'll be really cool. Then the next day, so day 4, we're flying out of Kruger at 3:20 p.m. to go to Cape Town. So what we're going to do is take our rental car and do Panorama Drive. We're going to see as much as we can fit in before we have to return the car. And yeah, that's the main plan. And then like I said, on that day we fly out that afternoon and go to Cape Town. We land at like 6 p.m. So our first day will pretty much be just chilling, going into our hotel, not doing much. And then we don't have a lot planned. We've got 3 full days after that in Cape Town and then fly out on the 5th day. So the things I've got written down, which again none of this is planned yet, I want to do a park run. I think that'd be really cool to do a park run in South Africa, so that's the plan. One of the days, Cape Point Peninsula, one day Table Mountain, one day I guess the park run day, the first day maybe a bit more chill. So, but Cape Town isn't fully planned yet. I think we'll kind of see how we go and how we're feeling as we go through the next week. But yeah, it's 3:31 right now, so yeah, gotta head to the airport soon. I want to, before I go, I would love to have booked our Cape Town accommodation because I haven't booked that yet. And once that's booked, there's only really a handful of things left to worry about for the whole rest of the trip. So yeah, this has been me getting ready for the past week, the past month for this trip. It's been a very heavy last minute push, but that's part of the fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing me prep for the South Africa trip. I'm so excited. I'm getting a bit tired now, so we'll see how the flight goes. But thank you so much for watching. Obviously I'm gonna vlog the whole thing, but I do really enjoy capturing these travel vlogs, and hopefully it's something that you guys enjoy watching as well. So again, thank you so much. I'm gonna book this accommodation now and just chill until I have to call an Uber, which is not far away at all. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my way to South Africa. Good night.